Come on.
The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, high 7. Check that. We're light 52 right here. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe we let you play.
Now Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right. Watch it, I'm going to run you over.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
55.
Young now from the 50. And he's got his target. That's more.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On play action, Young. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll drop the throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That throw by Young incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Young on 3rd down. Going left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now here's Young. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. On second down, it's Henry, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing, Young, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Blue down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's Young on first down. Complete. Smith has it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
first and 10. Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And an Allen run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go, baby. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Young to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Young looks to throw on first down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready, set. Check. 52
A first down carry for Henry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Another try after the first down sack. Young. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here's Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys have set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 7, Young. Going to throw right side here, complete. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Set, ready. 60 out low.
Young on first down. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Young. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Young. Open middle is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. That throw by Young incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Young. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This one caught by Davis. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They'll try and run it in with Henry, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember the 4.
It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 50, play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. The play fake, now Young. He's going to walk one, deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. It's picked up by the Titans. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have another road date next.